reaction on all this?
Well, I don't want to hear that nonsense. I don't even want to bring that up because that's what folks were saying when he went to Denver, that ultimately Aaron Rodgers was going to end up there. And then Russell Wilson ended up landing there. So as far as I'm concerned, for all we know, it's a damn ploy for him to get jobs he doesn't deserve. Here's the reality of the situation. Nathaniel Hackett did a god-awful job in Denver this past season. Could you take a break? I mean, you're getting paid. You had a multi-year contract that you signed. You lost your job after 1 year. We know you're going to get paid. Can you take a break? If you're the New York Jets, what the hell are you doing? Now, you wanted to get rid of Mr. LaFleur. You know, we get all of that. You're going to get rid of Michael LaFleur. I understand that. You have to make a move in a different direction. But Nathaniel Hackett, after the job we just saw their offense do in Denver this past year, ask the Denver defensive players how they feel about Nathaniel Hackett's offense. Why don't you ask them? Because I promise you, it won't be too damn complimentary. Now, they'll probably listen to Dan Orlovsky and not say it publicly because that's not the right thing to do. But they'll feel that way even if they got to keep it to themselves or they're in a circle. They damn sure ain't going to applaud it. They're not going to rave about it. They're not going to endorse it because it wouldn't be the right thing to do. You're the New York Jets. Come on. You didn't have to go in this direction. Nah, I'm not feeling this, Dan Orlovsky. I'm not feeling this at all.
Yeah, you've been wrong a lot today. I don't know what's going on with you. Maybe it's the feeling yourself off the New York Times. Wrong. You're wrong. Okay. First thing, this is a great decision by the New York Jets and Robert Saleh. Just as good as like Torrey and Devin teaming up for ride or dies. Just as smart as they were to throw Fessy and Mariah in last night. It's a phenomenal decision. Number one, it absolutely advances their chances of getting Aaron Rodgers. Woody Johnson, the Jets owner, has at least reportedly to Peter King feels Woody Johnson would gladly give up 2 first-round picks for Aaron Rodgers. Now, the guy that Aaron Rodgers has spoke about multiple times publicly and how much he likes him as a coach and a person is the offensive coordinator. There's 4 teams that I think, let me get that on camera, realistically have a chance to get Aaron Rodgers via a trade, if not in Green Bay. The Las Vegas Raiders, I don't think that's likely. The Tennessee Titans, I don't think he wants to go there. The New York Jets, which is his best chance to win. And then I forget the 4th team off the top of my head that I was thinking about, but I will. The Indianapolis Colts. I don't think he would want to go there. The Jets have a top 10, probably top 5 defense. They're in a division that has Buffalo sitting at the top, but is winnable if Buffalo doesn't advance a little bit of their football team. And this offense is completely lateral to what everybody knows in New York when it comes to the scheme and their terminology. This is brilliant by New York. You get a good, and Stephen A., I'd say this. I love Russell Wilson. I'm pulling for Russell Wilson to rebound. Nathaniel Hackett and the play calls were not the problem in Denver this year. Russell did not play well. Russell Wilson just didn't play well. Okay? This guy can call plays. He knows offensive football. It's a phenomenal hire for the New York Jets with where they are right now. This is smart. This is smart by the Jets. I'm telling you, it's smart.
I am not saying that the man does not know what he's doing.
You said he stunk last year.
What we have to go on. Listen, I said he stunk last year. They stunk last year. They did. Okay? What I'm saying is that prior to that, obviously, he had a relationship with Aaron Rodgers. Now, if you're telling me they're going to get Aaron Rodgers, cool. I'm with that. I'm thinking along the lines, my fear is that they're going to end up without Aaron Rodgers, stuck with Wilson, okay, and then Hackett has to work with that. If you couldn't work with Russell Wilson, I don't think you're gonna work with Zach Wilson or whomever they have there. That's all I'm saying. There is
a 0% chance that the Jets go into next season with just Zach Wilson as the quarterback. They need to. Okay. It is a must-win season for Robert Saleh and Joe Douglas, their head coach. What are the options?
I agree.
Jimmy Garoppolo, maybe. Derek Carr, maybe. So let's live in the hypothetical world. If you're Aaron Rodgers, do the Jets look appealing right now?
Yes, they should.
Okay, if you're the Green Bay Packers and the Jets call and say, we're going to give you 2 first-round picks. Listen, Aaron doesn't want to be there anymore. Whatever. They're going to give you 2 first-round picks and a second-round pick. Are you going to trade Aaron Rodgers to the New York Jets?
I don't know what the Packers would do. I know if I was the Jets, I would offer it.
So Aaron's going to have a say of where he can go. According to Shefty, he says that like they're going to work with Aaron, and the Packers are going to work together to send him to a place that he prefers to go to. It's not a no-trade clause, prefers to go to. If you're Aaron Rodgers and you look at the scope of everything, and let's say Green Bay wants to move on.
I want him in New York.
And now you got a guy that you know the offense, so maybe like the desire for the offseason, you got to be there. You know the offense, you know the guy, there are talented players.
But Dan, man.
What do you mean?
You're having a conversation about Hackett paired with Aaron Rodgers. I'm just talking about Hackett on his own as an individual without the services of Aaron Rodgers coming off the year that just had in Denver. I just think it's a little risky after that kind of experience. What I saw in Denver this year, I just don't know.
The 2 years,
I just don't know.
The 2 years before in Green Bay don't count when he.
That was Aaron Rodgers. That was Aaron Rodgers quarterbacking. I just finished saying. I'm not saying about Aaron Rodgers if Aaron Rodgers is there. I'm looking at Hackett on his own without Aaron Rodgers, and it scares me.
So the
That's
job
what
he did,
I'm saying.
So the job he did to take Jacksonville to the AFC title game, that doesn't with Blake Bortles. That doesn't. I mean, the guy can call plays. He's a good offensive mind.
That was
maybe not a good head coach.
That was a few years ago. All right, that's fine. That was a few years ago. I wasn't that high on Jacksonville's offense. Not Blake Bortles. You and I wasn't high on Blake Bortles. You do know that, right? I mean, we weren't high on Blake Bortles. You do understand that, right?
No.
I mean, that's not beyond the realm of comprehension. You do get that, don't you?
I do. All right. So, but Stephen A., if you're the Jets,
right? You just brought up Blake Bortles. I wasn't thinking about no damn Blake Bortles. You brought him up.
And the coach got Blake Bortles to the AFC title game. Would that imply that the coach maybe doesn't stink?
Yeah. You don't like the dancer, man?
That's fine. I mean, whatever you want. I mean, I'm good.
No, I gotta give you.
I've been called worse.
Nickname.
I just don't think it's. I don't think it's that
that's
great.
not acceptable.
I think you know what it is, Key. I think you could do better.
I could do better.
That's what it is.
What do you want me to call you? What you want me to call you, Danny Boy?
Yeah.
Danny Boy. That sounds like a good name. What's up, Danny Boy?
More condescending. That's how
Danny Boy?
you can do better. I'll get way more condescending.
Danny Boy's not condescending.
People
like good.
Danny
Wish
Boy.
I had a name as good, last name like Graziano. It just sounds good.
Danny
Boy is like
Danny Boy. That's why you like
Danny.
that name.
You know what Danny Boy is? Danny Boy, and Max can speak to this. Danny Boy is like the white dude in the hood that hangs around all the brothers, and it's Danny Boy. Danny Boy coming to play hoops with us. I know Dan's uncomfortable right now.
I cannot play basketball.
Like white boy. Think about it. White boy Rick, white boy Dan. Come on, man, stop.
I'm a try-hard basketball guy. That's just what I got.
So, but
hustle
you
face.
do pay attention to hustle face.
I'm not.
But you do.
I'm not sneaking up on anybody.
You do pay attention to football.
Yeah,
and,
sometimes. Yeah.
We are entering now the conference championship round.
We are?
Yes, we are. What are you paying most attention to in Niners-Eagles?
Niners-Eagles. Well, Hurts, I think, is still the focal point because he is playing injured. There's no question about it. They're able to, and they've answered every single question about how they're going to get around that and how they're going to handle it. Like last week, obviously, they looked fantastic. Tougher test. No offense to the Giants fans out there. They had a great year. Tougher test this week, obviously, for Hurts and the Eagles. So, do they have to ask more of him? And if so, does that affect their chances, right? Because they got up. If they can get up early, if they can hit some deep shots early against the Niners defense, which is a little susceptible to that, and then all of a sudden the Eagles can start running the ball, then I think they're in real good shape. So I'd like to see, what Hurts can do, how long he can hold up in this game, and whether he is asked to hold up a little longer than he was last week.
Now, you mentioned, Dan, that if they can get up early, the Eagles have a high-flying attack, right? They score fast, and they get up on teams. Now, on the other side, the other quarterback, we haven't seen Brock Purdy come from behind in double-digit fashion. 2 score, yes. 9, yes. But we haven't seen 10, 12, 13, 14, and so on, him be able to do that. What's your expectations for him if, in fact, the Eagles get out to a 17-3 lead or 14-0 lead or something along those lines?
I think that's the 49ers' nightmare scenario because you have a defense on the other side that's piled up, 70 sacks, right? So if you're in a position in the game where the Eagles know you have to throw, then they have you where they want you. And then if you're Brock Purdy, look, again, another guy who's answered every question so far. And if he can get into that situation, and deliver, then it's just one more feather in his cap in terms of he's the starter going forward.